field position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to San Diego, Snapdragon Stadium, home to the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long. So that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the Aztecs line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Off the RPO, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Aztecs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Out of the gun to give to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Second down, he'll throw it. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Aztecs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here we go. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And the Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the pressure. Got his man on the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
3rd down coming after the incompletion. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. Third down, you're taking a deep shot. Because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Toss to the left. He breaks a tackle. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The play fake on 1st down. The throw. Blasted as he lets it go. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target, and getting the completion. These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see, just does a great job breaking tackles. Does
turning it on. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UNC!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And they did tack on the extra point. They were getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Aztecs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Aztecs will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got him downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Hit as he throws. Finds a man on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
As a quarterback, it's never fun getting hit, but it always feels a little bit better when you're able to complete a strike down the field. Nice shot.
The Tar Heels are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, the quarterback led his target too much on that outbreaking route. I think in the future, just trying to put it on his front shoulder makes it a lot easier to make the catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. QB draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Tar Heels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This time on target. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The give out of the gun. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Aztecs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And to get rid of it quickly. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
The Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. There he goes. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Aztecs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Here we go. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed. But it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got enough space. Touchdown, Aztecs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
You know, as a defensive guy, you use the sideline as your 12th man. You push the receiver out that direction. Look at the wide receiver, still doing a great job of getting small and getting that foot in bounds, making the play and catching the ball.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away. He turns it loose to the left. He's got it on the outside. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
field. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Aztecs will line up to kick off and start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back in a feeling out process, and now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Hauls it in. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UNC! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. On target over the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
He's got 98 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the Aztecs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Whips it out to the back. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's going to take off. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Quarterback keeper. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
The Aztecs trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, San Diego State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up into third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. The Miami Redhawks made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing inside this program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation. Goal line, third down, touchdown.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give to the back. Across the 45. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Touchdown Aztecs. They look finished, but they're all the way back and they have the lead.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. End off from the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup for 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. They get to him as he throws. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Leaves it with the running back. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down, and the game is almost over.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And the Aztecs with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Complete to the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, San Diego State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
North Carolina, 28.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save. He's got it on the left, and they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Here comes the heat. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, this quarterback...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Snap in the shotgun. Gets open down the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run, and a lot of receivers for the defense to contend with. To the end zone, and is picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Aztecs send out the punt unit. This will be his 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And wings it incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He's got him at the 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Already find a hole in that secondary. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback,
and they get him in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Oh, he's got a chance.
The returner brings it out to the 35. And the North Carolina offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback moving. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. The throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. Looking for the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. That is not what he had in mind on that return as he goes out of bounds and leaves the offense with terrible field position at the 8. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes a knee.